Hello, it's me Envy from hackcount.org and leadhackers.org. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial about Dark Commit RAD programmed by Darkcoder SC. Is a RAD remote administration tool used to control other computers in the whole world. Okay, so if you don't have it, you can download from the official website darkcommitrad.com. You can find it in the description. And yeah, okay, so let me start right now. So first off, open the RAD. You will need to unpack the RAD with WinRAR or any other unpacker software. Okay, so launch the client.exe. This is the RAD. I suggest you reading the terms of service because Darkcoder SC has already started that this RAD needs to be used legally. Right. Okay, so here is the client. Now we will need to make the RAD listen on a port, on a specific port that needs to be port forwarded to your router and the new IP update. Okay, so here look how I will listen. Click on listen and this window will pop up. If you can't forward the port, I suggest you clicking the UPnP function. This will try to forward your ports automatically, but it does not work on all routers, but almost on any routers. Okay, so click listen. I get an error because my RAD is already listening on the port. So I will listen another one for another port, for example A5. Okay, so if you get such a firewall warning, click on ignore or unblock. This is your RAD, this isn't a virus, so don't be mad. Click unblock. Okay, the RAD is listening on the server right now. Now we need to build a server. This is we go to the edit server here, or yeah. Now you have choice between a server downloader and the complete server. The complete server is the whole server that you will need to send to other victims, and the server downloader is the downloader that downloads your server from the internet. It's very small, only 2 kilobytes, so if you can't follow my tutorial, I suggest you simply uploading your server to a web host and then create a downloader. Okay, so now click on server module. Here we have something like this. Now you can choose between EOS or REST. I suggest using REST because resource strings, because it will be a lot easier to crypt your server, your output, to make it undetectable from antiviruses. Okay, so success mutex, this will create a success mutex, so if a dark commit server with the same mutex is already running on the computer, the server will terminate and a new will be started. West, the server ID is West 16, this is, you must enter here anything you want. This is the server ID, the name, for example, tutorial, file name, and let it like this. Okay, now go to the next step, network settings. This is the most important part of the whole RAD setting up, so make sure you follow the steps right. Okay, so here IP in DNS. If your IP is dynamic, you will need to enter your no IP host. Now I will show you a tutorial how to create a no IP host. No IP is a free service that offers you create hosts in much more. So let's go to noip.com. You must register an account. I have already one, so I will not show you how to do this, but I hope you can register an account. Okay, log in then. Okay, now I'm in my control panel of the no IP. I have hidden my IP from you, so you can't boot or DOS me, whatever. Okay, so now when you've done it, simply click on add a host, then enter here anything you want. It can be any name, for example tutorial or account, then DNS host A, your current IP address, I've also hidden it here, and then simply click on create host to create a host, but I will not do this as I have a host. So here are my hosts, I've hidden them, the IP, the host. I will use this one. So make sure you put here the host name, for example tutorial for account no IP.org, or it can be it must be your host. Here I'm simply, I will use my local IP because I'm testing on my machine, but you will need to enter the no IP host. Add this to configuration and click on it, test network. If you have successfully forwarded your port, then if you have successfully forwarded your port, then it should connect. But now I have made a small error. You remember the part on the listener where I entered port and it gave me an error. So I entered 85 port. Now I enter here 85 port and this one remove and add this to configuration, test network. Now as you can see, successfully can connect to me. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the next step, the module startup. This will make the server start up with the system. If you're screening a server, I suggest to use this because this will hold all your victims on, you won't lose them. So I will not enable this because I'm testing on my local machine and I don't want to have the Dark Meat server starting out with my machine. This is a fake message box. This will display fake message box with the icon in here, test message box. I will land like that, but that's not needed. Install module shield. This will protect the server from killing the process and some other settings. This registry task manager can disable firewall with C, AV, Notif E, much more as you can see here. Okay, now keylogger. This will log all the keys the victim presses on his keyboard and upload to your FTP. You can enable this if you want. Host file. This is a nice tool to block websites on the remote computer. So if the server is executed, the server will write into the host file the IP you have blocked. So if the server, for example, if you block YouTube, goes to YouTube, it sends error. Firefox could not connect to YouTube. So simply enter DNS or IP address, click that line like this. I will not do it. Plugins, you can download plugins from hackhound.org in this section in here, but you will need an innovation from someone as hackhound.private. So here in plugins, you can find some plugins. Okay, so now next step, file binder. This will bind the output server with the file you have selected. Can be any files. For example, if you're screening on YouTube, can be a fake Kagan or something like this. Boot module. This will boot the server. Here you can select the output extension, combat with SCR. When you're screening on chats or something like this, then I suggest using SCR because everyone thinks SCR is screensaver, so everyone thinks this is a screensaver, not an exe. Okay, so here you can compress your server. So the methods in here, I will disable this, but this will increase and this will make the size smaller. Okay, now build server, save it somewhere, for example desktop, server. Okay, it's done, as you can see in here. Now close. Okay, now let's execute the server and see what happens. Here comes the fake message box we have activated. And here am I. This is not my real IP, as I'm using the default one. Okay, so now double click the server you want, and here you can all have functions. Remote desktop, for example. You can see remote desktop and many functions. Okay, now we come to support forward part. If you have problems with your RAT, it might be a problem with your ports. So go to start cmd or run cmd exe and then type ipconfig, and here we have our local IP 1.4 and here the default gateway. So simply enter this in the browser. Now you'll need to log into your router. In most cases the username and password is admin, but if you have changed it, you will need to know your password. Okay, now as you can see I have forwarded for some applications here, but now you will need to right carefully on the dot need in 1.4 into ports 85 TCP UDP save and exit. Okay, we have forwarded the ports. Now you can split your route successfully, and if you have still some problems, post in this read or it will help you comment in the video. Okay, so this tutorial was made for leadhackers.org and hackcount.org. Visit us. Thank you.